Hi, I'm Michelle and I love flowers, and today I'm going to tell you how to make a simple bouquet. So before we get started, one of the first things you need to do is have all of your flower materials out and prepared in front of you. Everything's hydrated, it's having a nice drink in water, you've got a nice open space and you're ready to start work. You've also got your rose strippers, your snips or secateurs, you've got some plastic tape to tie your bouquet off with, some ribbon, and some paper for wrapping. So let's have a look at the flowers that I've got today. And you could use any flowers you like. You could pick some foliage from your garden. You could have beautiful flowers from your garden, whatever you've got to hand. Here I've got, today I've got a lovely colour palette of kind of pastels, pinks, peaches, whites, with some nice contrasting greenery. I've got these lovely big roses with the big heads. I've got some spray roses, so that's just one stem with lots of little flower heads on. I've got foliage-wise, I've got some gardenia, I've got some gum, which just smells so wonderful. I've got some stocks, lisianthus, snapdragons, and a little bit of filler here. This is called Erica or Heather. This is called Thryptomene, and this is Misty. Now, I might not use everything today, but it's good to have a good variety of flowers, different textures, different shapes to keep your bouquet interesting. One of the other things you've got to do before you start is process and condition your flowers. So this means that you've got to take off all this foliage that's going to be below the waterline. So you don't want to have these flowers in the vase because that's going to make it moldy. So you either use this one, or I like this little sunflower one. It's nice and easy to use and grip. You gently hold the top of your flower, your rose, and then you just strip away all the thorns and all this material. And this just goes into your green bin. So once you've got all the stems of your flowers prepared, you should have nice, clean stems to work with. Nice, long, clean stems. So let's get started with the construction. So the first thing you want to do is take your foliage, and again, all the stems nice and clean, no leaves that are going to be below the waterline. And what you need to do is make a frame with your foliage. So maybe 3 to 5 pieces of foliage in your hand. Now when you're holding it, don't hold it too tight. Keep it nice and loose so you've got plenty of movement and you've got plenty of room to work with the flowers. So here you've got 3 nice pieces of foliage just to create your base. Then I'm going to start with the roses. Now these beautiful big pink roses are going to be the hero of this bouquet because they are just wonderful and huge and create impact. So what you want to do is try to keep your foliage low and your flowers nice and high, because remember, the foliage is not the main component of the bouquet. It's just adding depth. So what we need to do is, and again, you might find as you go, you've got some leaves in the way of your hand. Don't be scared about just taking them off as you go. So you want to hold the bouquet in your hand, again, as I say, very loosely, and just start to rotate as you go. Just keep turning. Well, this is a nice one. It's got a nice little bud on the top too, which creates a bit of interest. So keep that nice there. So as you see, not holding it too tight. It's always tempting to try and hold the flowers too tightly, but you just need to let them move try to work with them, don't grip them too tightly. So we just keep turning and twisting as we go, nice and loose. Keep turning. And don't be scared to just pull your flowers up if you need to. And we've got these lovely snapdragons here. Just add them for interest. Lots of variety. So this is going to be an all-around bouquet where you can see the flowers from every single angle. So it might be something you might want to put in the middle of a table, or somewhere where you can see all sides of it. But if you don't have as many flowers as this, you could put all your flowers to the front so that you can have it against a wall, or somewhere where you're only going to see one side. So keep rotating, moving around. I'm going to add some different foliage now. This is gum. Again, keeping lots of texture, lots of interest. Keep rotating. Just keep moving it around in your hand. If you get tired and you want to put it down for a while, but you don't want to undo all the work that you've done, you could just tie it off and put it down and have a little break. Just keep pulling your flowers up. Moving, we're going to use these nice spray roses now. They're just stunning. Beautiful pink colour. Oh. Choose another one. That one's a bit floppy. Keep rotating. Keep moving it around. Some beautiful Lysianthus. Oh, got some nice white ones here. So all I'm doing now is that I'm not doing anything different. I keep adding flowers to the outside, then turning. Adding flowers to the outside, then turning. So everything's in this like what they call a radial or a spiral effect. So you've got a small part here, and then the stems flay out to the bottom. So you almost got to think of it if you had a bunch of pencils with an elastic band around them, and you just twisted them. That's what it'll look like. Keep turning. Get some more pink Lysianthus. I mean, really, you can just keep adding and adding and adding. You could have a really big, stunning bouquet. You could have a cute little posy. This principle, this way of making bouquets, it doesn't change. Just keep adding. If you were making a bouquet for, say, a wedding or something, a special occasion like that, you might decide that you don't want to put any foliage in it. It's all flowers, which is usually what happens for weddings. But the foliage is nice for something that's going to go in your house or that's a gift. Sometimes you can have bouquets that are just foliage. You could try, if you've just got foliage in your garden, you could try picking some camellia leaves or some magnolia, or some gum, whatever you've got in your garden, and just try working with that. You don't necessarily need just flowers. Keep adding. Got a nice little cluster of white there. Just keep, if you're gripping loosely, just pull the flowers up so you can see them. You don't want those flowers to get lost. You want to keep pulling them up so you can see. Okay. A little bit more orange there. Keep going, keep turning it around. Keep it I mean, I've got lots and lots of flowers here, so this is going to be a really, really big bouquet. Okay. Okay, and then we'll just finish it off with this lovely fern, and that can add like a bit of a collar to the bottom. That adds quite a nice effect. Just keep turning. 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 Okay, so once you're happy with your bouquet, just have a look at it from the top, hold it down. See, we've got a bit too much foliage there in the middle, so you might just want to push that down, pull out the flowers, make sure you can see all those beautiful flowers that you've got. Don't let anything get hidden, everything's there. Then we might just take some of your bouquet wrap, your plastic wrap, and just loop it around. A bit tricky. If you want to get someone to hold it for you and tie it while you hold it, you can do that. It's always a little bit tricky to do it by yourself. So just do that. Tie it in a knot, nice and tight. Okay, so that's your finished bouquet. And then you've got to cut all of the stems down to the same length. So you want to bunch them all together, like that. Get your secateurs or your snips, and just, you getting this? Cut them all down, cut all the same length. Okay, like that. And now, I'm just going to clean up here and I'm going to show you how to wrap. So, once you've got your flowers exactly where you want them, you've finished your bouquet, you've tied it off, you've snipped the ends, the next thing to do if you're giving it to someone as a gift is to wrap it. So I've just got some plain old boring craft paper, but we can still make that look pretty. So you take your paper on the long edge, take the bottom corner and fold it up so you've got like an M shape. So what you've got is 2 peaks. Next thing is you place your bouquet just in the middle of the peaks. Wrap it around, bring the bottom down like a cup. And then you just need to hold it in place. Hold it in place with a little bit of tape. Then you need to take a second piece of paper, just for the front, do exactly the same. 2 peaks, the M shape. Take your bouquet, place it the other way, opposite way. Push it up. Get another piece of tape. Okay, so now you've got your bouquet nicely wrapped. with your paper. Doesn't matter what color paper you choose, or texture, you can use any color you like. Then you need to finish it off with a ribbon because you've got all that kind of ugly tape there. So it's quite nice to just finish it off. Now, I just had some gold ribbon left over from Christmas and some pink ribbon. They don't particularly match that well, but I think they're going to look quite pretty together. So pop them together. Tie around the ends. Pop it into a bow, or you can just leave the ends loose. It really doesn't matter. A nice bow. Nice and tight, so it doesn't come unraveled. And then you've got your finished bouquet, wrapped nicely with a beautiful bow on to finish it off. I'm sure anybody would be grateful to receive one of these. They look and smell beautiful. It's easy to make. I hope that you get a chance to have a try, and I can't wait to see what you create. Thank you.